Hello, welcome to a new video. So we got back from Cornwall yesterday. I hope you enjoyed watching those videos. We certainly had a good time filming them. It was a really nice time away. We got the balance right this time with how many things we did and how much we didn't do. Well, mainly I was sketching when we had any downtime, but yeah, Chris is loving that new hobby. He says he gets to do nothing and I'm entertained. Yeah, usually I get very distracted and bored after a short period of time and need to get up and do something. So yeah, he's liking the whole sketching thing, so that's good. I just thought I've come back. We've had some deliveries while we've been gone and I thought you might like to see them. So whilst I'm on the topic of sketching, I've got a new rucksack. A nice sort of small size, will just fit A4 in, I think. Yes, it should do. Because I was carrying around a tote bag with me, like just one that hooks over your arm or you can hold but then it drags on the floor. And with the dog, that's just not practical. You know, you need to have your arms available to yank him away from other dogs and that sort of thing, or to bend down and pick up the poo, and if the ground is wet then you have to, your bag just gets soaking wet. So anyway, new rucksack. Quite a nice colour, I thought, and hopefully it will do the job. So that's that. A couple of books came, one called Strange and Secret Peoples, Fairies and the Victorian Consciousness. And I got that because I think it might be handy for my book. It's sort of on a similar topic, the book that I'm writing. And I also bought just a book called Victorian Things, and I saw this cover and you might think, like I did, that it would be like a picture book, a bit like a Victoria and Albert Museum catalogue or something. No, look, it's quite small print and all words with one section of photos in the middle. I've got to blimmin' read it. But actually I've already dipped in it and it's really quite interesting, so that's that. We bought Merlin a new harness. Now we tried buying him a new harness probably about this time last year. We can't get him in it, he's too frightened of it. He just tries to bite you. So I need to approach this a bit differently. I've already given him lots of treats. When every time he's like touched it with his nose, he's had a treat, and yeah, so fingers crossed. And then the last thing, which I haven't opened yet, is a new frame for the picture I bought from Richard Turner at the Somerset Art Weeks. So I've just seen something else we did buy on the way home. I'll show you that as well. It was a bit of an extravagance. I was in a spendy mood, obviously. Let's sort the photo out, the frame out first. Right, well I hope this fits. So I bought a wooden frame with a mount. ASMR fans, here's the bit for you. Out. Satisfaction alert coming up. And then in the National Trust shop on the way home at Killerton, I bought a mini version of the mirror that we've got in here. Let me point it up so you can see the curve. Oh. Oh dear, there we are. Yeah, so I was quite pleased about that. Bit of a naughty purchase, but I did like it. No, why is it a naughty purchase? It's just an indulgent purchase because it's not my birthday. It just feels odd having things that aren't my birthday. Right, let's hang this painting. Merlin, you're kind of hijacking my video. So I'm going to hang it here for now. So there we are. I'm going to put the light on, but I do worry about reflections. Hang on, is that better or worse? I think I'll show you again in daylight tomorrow. Oh, it's that time of year again where daylight is a problem. have actually sold this roll of Lycra. I'm just going to take myself off a couple of meters because I did sell it for, I think originally there was 45 meters on there and I sold it as 40 meters, and I know I've only used about 1.5, so I'm going to keep some because I did make myself a swimming dress once with this fabric. It's really nice and stretchy. It's more leotard material than swimming costume material, but it works fine. So I'm going to keep myself enough fabric to make myself another swimming dress, I think. But yeah, always useful to have a little bit of Lycra. So that's now by the door, waiting for collection, and I'm going to go in the garden just for a few minutes. It's a beautiful day today. I don't know where this weather came from. It's been really miserable all week. Get a little bit of gardening done. Right, I'm going to work on this archway here. The blackberries are done and I need to get to there to hook the green hose pipe up. That is just currently in a mess down there. So that's today's job, as long as there aren't any spiders in the gardening gloves. So on this freezing cold, dark, stormy evening, I thought it was about time I started painting again. So this is the stage that I'm at, and this is the photo I'm using as a reference. I haven't painted in a while actually, so last week we were on holiday, and before that, as you may know if you've seen my recent videos, I've been pretty busy doing my new sewing room and reorganising in here, and so I just haven't had the time or energy. It's starting to get to that point where I'm scared to start again, so I'm forcing myself this evening. I tell you what, I still have resistance to carry on, but it looks like a nice painting so far. I don't want to give up now. My goal is to sort of create something perhaps a little more stylized than I've been doing recently, a little more abstracted maybe. I'm not sure, I'm still experimenting with different ways of doing things. With this one, a little further on in the process, I will be experimenting with gold leaf, imitation gold leaf, because that's one of the modules on the course I haven't done yet, and I'm quite excited actually. I think it will look nice. I think it's just got to be a case of I get the paintbrushes out and have a go. Keep going and see what happens. I will be doing an oil layer, I've decided, on this as well. It's recommended that you put oil over the top of the gold leaf to make it look a little less in your face. So I think some of the flowers that I've got in the photograph, I think I might just save for oil. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure. Why do we get nervous? It's so weird. It's so weird. So I think I'm at the point in my painting where I'm ready to have a go at the gold foil. I'll show you my inspiration picture actually. Oh, no, don't want to turn her upside down. I've started using this app to sort of create mood boards, if you like. So this is my inspiration. I like the way it's all, the gold foil is very sort of strong in some areas and very bitty in others. It almost looks like she's looking out of an antique mirror. I really love that. So that's what I'm going to go for. I think I'm going to sort of spread it down here, from that side down I think, and then a little bit more over here. So I thought you might like to look at the kit that I'm about to use. I'm going to prop you up on this candle because my mini tripod is broken. So this is just from Amazon. I chose this one because it seemed to have everything and was good value. So yeah, we've got 2 bottles of gilding adhesive, water-based, 1 bottle of glue protection oil, water-based. I don't know if I'm going to use that because I might be going over it with oil paint anyway and then using my own varnish afterwards, so we shall see. And then we've got 3 packs. So we've got this really delicate foil. So we've got a pack of silver, a pack of copper sheets and a pack of gold sheets. I think I'm going to go with the gold for this one. Tweezers. Then we've got 2 brushes. I think one's for the glue, one is for the varnish. It's really handy that they've done different colour brush ends so you know which is which. And then a soft brush for brushing it away afterwards. Oh, we've also got sandpaper. Is that just to rub it away to give special effects? It says nothing about the sandpaper. In fact, it doesn't give you much information at all. I'm quite glad that they cover it in the lesson. It just says, use glue, brush the glue on the surface that needs bronzing, wait for the blue surface of the glue to become transparent, and paste the gold foil about 15 minutes. Then it tells you how to use the varnish, and then that's it. So it doesn't say anything about how to use the brush. It's just because I've seen people do that I knew that you brush it away afterwards. So this is kind of a whole learning experience. Well, I am quite nervous about this because I like this painting. I don't want to mess it up. But I'm also in the mood to just give something a go. So I'm going to give it a go. Oh my gosh, it is so shiny. I kind of love it, and I'm a bit nervous to see how much that changes with oil paint over the top, but I shall do as I'm told and follow the lesson, at least for this time anyway. In the end, the picture has ended up in the kitchen. We thought the colours actually suited this room better, the green from the wall, although we don't think the green is staying for much longer. And it will look better when the wall is plastered, not so rough looking on the right there. Even though I can sort of see myself at the moment, this is actually the best place for less reflections on the glass. And if I turn the light on in the evenings, the light just above really lights it up and makes it look its best, I think. So I think that's a good spot for it. So I'm really close up, I haven't really explained. So the mirror is there and the cooker is just there. We've got the other box. I confess I didn't go and get it. I waited for Chris to get back. We have the petal pool. We have the fairy bed chamber. The snail drawn carriage. The fairyland coach. Oh my gosh, I did not know I had all this. A box of costumes and wings. A whole other box of flower fairies. Oh my goodness. Oh, I didn't know I had the pixies. Got a bag of pixies. Oh, some more accessories and things. Oh my god, I'm gonna have such fun doing this. Oh my gosh, this is mine. So all of this other stuff, all these play sets I've bought on eBay. I didn't actually have those as a child. I had the Secret Garden. So this was my original box. I went through a phase when eBay was young buying some stuff. These are things that are from my childhood. I've got a whole load of like raffia and brown fabric. I'm guessing this was me doing like a woodland scene or something. Oh, this is from My Little Ponies. Oh, I've cut these out and written H on the back so they didn't get mixed up. Oh, I'm probably going to put this in my scrapbook. I might use this, you know. And then I've cut out all of the little bits from this packaging. Oh, the tokens. Oh dear, sorry, I'm rabbiting on. This is probably, unless you're interested in flower fairies, this is probably utterly boring. I have not been playing with the fairies for the last hour, honestly. So I thought I'd finished this, I've even put it up on Instagram, but let's face it, the gold leaf it was an experiment, but it's not particularly successful. It just is kind of a distracting blob that's there for no reason. Actually, what I'm going to do is paint almost completely over the top of it, at least try and blend it into the background a little more. I just would like to feel a little happier with that. Well, it's bedtime and I think I have finished this painting just in time. I mean, I might sit and look at it and think of some other things to do, but actually I feel like that is an improvement on what it was before, and I've just seen this stripe of gold here that now I immediately want to just fade out a bit. Let me just do that quickly. I've got some greeny browny colours here, so it looks less stripy. There we go. Yeah, there's always going to be something else I see, so quite often I've said on YouTube, oh, this is finished, and then I come in and I do a little change and I don't bother filming it, but that is what happens quite a lot. Perhaps I should film it because I guess the process is quite interesting, even the last finishing bit. I do think that's actually a massive improvement, and I had forgotten. I'd meant to go in the original photograph. There is some blue sky dotted around this corner. It doesn't really spread here, and I created, or at least my aim was to create some depth by having a pale bit running through here. So you had the trees coming forward here and the ground coming forward here, her sort of slightly back a bit, and then this is meant to be the distance, which isn't in the photograph at all. But what I've done is I've taken some of these blue dots from the sky in this corner and brought it down a bit, particularly across here, to tone down that gold, because it's opaque. That really does cover it up. But I think it's done. It's quite nice. Look, I'm going to lift it up and turn it so in the right light bits catch the light, but when it's flat and not reflecting the light, it's not looking quite so just like a big blotch. That's quite cool actually. And I love where the bits of gold flake are just dotted all over the sky. You know me, I do like a bit of glitter and metallic, so this might be something I do in future. It wasn't easy. It's not easy because the gold leaf is so slippery. I've never done flowers in oil paint before, and this is lovely. I enjoyed that a lot, and I feel like the effect is quite nice. It's sort of, oh, it's realistic, but it's effective. This has tape from Jackson's on it, so I think I know what this is. I have ordered a new paint palette. Here we are. It's an extra large one. Gosh, that's even bigger. I was sort of holding up the tape measure, but it's always still weird seeing things in real life. It always looks a bit different. So yeah, that's even bigger than I thought, I have to say. So what I have been using, this is for my gouache mainly, I think, and or watercolour. So this is currently my gouache palette. So keep all my warm colours on one side and all the cool colours on the other, so they don't get mixed up. But the trouble is that I'm finding with this one is that it's just not got big enough areas to mix up different colours. Yeah, this is more the thing. This is more the thing. Yeah, because I got this one because I thought I would need to close it all the time. But the reality is the paint is always so wet and splodgy that if I closed it they'd end up dripping onto each other and mixing up anyway, so I end up leaving it open. By the way, I might do a video specifically about warm and cool colours. It's something that I've really got interested in, and colour mixing, and I'm really quite fascinated with the pigments and all that sort of thing. Some of the science behind it is quite interesting, and the way we perceive colour temperature in particular I find interesting. Yeah, so that might be a video coming up. Anyway, so I'll leave this video here. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye. Okay, there. I think now it's finished.